Well, small business owners say they're being crunched by rising costs even before they consider the impact of another interest rate rise. Rachel Mealey reports.
For Brisbane business owner Amy Simpson, another rate rise means higher costs of doing business.
It has an impact on everybody because it's that trickle-down effect. It just snowballs. When the supplier needs to increase their prices, it ends up hurting the bottom dollar of the small businesses because we're right at the end of the line. And then we have to supply to our stores and everything. So it's just the snowball effect. And as it gets further down the line, it just gets more and more expensive for us.
Amy started her business in 2020 when she lost her job due to the pandemic. She now runs Paddington jams and sauces, which are sold in stores and cafes in Brisbane and shipped around Australia.
The ingredients, yes, has increased a lot, but the more so are things that need to come from overseas. In my circumstance, because I have a jams and sauce business, it's jars. And before Christmas, I actually ran out of jars because the supplier had so many issues sourcing the jars and getting the jars in. So my cost of jars have increased by about 50% since I started the business.
Supply chain problems exacerbated by shipping delays related to lockdowns in China have also hit many businesses.
I had to overextend myself to buy a whole pallet load of jars, even though I didn't really need them. But it was the only way that I could actually get them and afford to get them at that per unit price, because obviously when you buy in bulk, you're paying less per unit. But it's such a big stretch and cash flow is such a massive burden on small businesses, and it just puts such more pressure on the small business. And then in turn, that means that it's more pressure on us at home. You know, it's more pressure on how much money I can actually pay myself as a small business.